Yo guys, what's going on? It's Sam here and welcome to my Street Fighter V build up, and I'm going to be talking about, in this video anyway, the top 5 characters I want to see in Street Fighter V. And it's a pretty generic list, but I think that everyone should do a list and tell me who they think should be in the game, because I'm really interested to see, because everybody's opinions are different, and I'd like to explain the reasons why I'd like these characters in and why I think they'd fit the game really well. And another video I will make will be about how I think the game's looking so far. And I will also make a video on the top 5 characters that I don't want to see in the game, which will be pretty more interesting than this video, but still. Okay, but I'm going to go from 5 to 1 on order I'd like to see the characters in. Number 5 would be Balrog, and that is because I used to main Balrog like anything. You know, Balrog was my favourite character back in the day in Street Fighter 2, and then I loved him in the Street Fighter 4, but I think he'd suit the system really well. I think that his headbutt juggles could have a really good thing to this game. I think the actual mechanics of the game would suit Balrog, you know. I think that he's got good buttons as well, especially in Street Fighter 4, where there's like medium punches really got to stand and fierce, and this game looks really pokey as well. So I think that he would suit the game tremendously. Like doing like a turn punch into like being able to combo like a turn punch from anywhere, dude. So hold turn punch, like get them in like a counter hit turn punch, they move back, you can get them with like the EX rush, you can do like a medium punch as the EX headbutt, go into like your V trigger and do something else. I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential for Balrog. I think that if you look at the way Bison's been redesigned, I think that you'd have to redesign him like Bison, but I think it'd be interesting nonetheless. Okay, so the next character I'd like to see in this game is Q from Third Strike, because he's a really mysterious character. There's no background on him. There's not really a big story about him, but he's a really cool character. His moves look very good as well. Like he's got a couple of nice pokes on Street Fighter 3 Third Strike where I think they look really good in this game. I think that he would. Don't know, I think his character design as well would really suit the game, because I don't know, his art style, the way his moves looks, the way he stands when he's about to fight. I think that he could be like the mysterious character of this game, and I think that it'd be a wasted slot if he wasn't in it, because a lot of fans like him. A lot of people played him in Third Strike, even though he wasn't an amazing character. So that just shows you how good the fanfare was for Q. His charge moves are pretty good too. He's got like a shoulder punch thing, a rush punch. I didn't play much Q, but he's got a lot of nice moves. He's got a command grab in there. I think he's a very versatile character, which could be put in the game. And I think that the game needs a couple more charge characters too, because you're going to have a lot of normal motion characters like your Ryus and your Kens and stuff like that. But Chun-Li has also been changed to be a motion character. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But I'm sure that is the case. So I think Q will be a nice addition. Okay, so my number 3 would be Zangief. Okay, and let me explain my reasons why, because I know a lot of people hate Zangief. I love him. Here's why. Zangief is the original badass of Street Fighter. He's a big, huge wrestler. He does a lot of damage. He doesn't have much combo ability, but his damage is ridiculous. Like, his SBDs are really good. And I think he's just a cool looking character. I think he just looks badass. Like, he comes in with all these scars when he's been wrestling bears, and he just looks like he's ready to fight. And that's what I love about Zangief. With his moveset, would he go with the game? I think they'd suit the game, because there's not really an out and outright grappler. I know the Carly looks pretty good. and I know that I don't think he is a genuine grappler though. I think he's more like an Abel type character maybe. I'm not too sure, I haven't played the game at all. I didn't even get to play the beta, conveniently. But I think that Zangief would be so good in this game. Like his pokes, his like EX green hand into moves, you could get like bounces and carries off that. You could, I don't know, his overall design just looks superb. Like you could do so much with Zangief on this game that I think he definitely needs to be explored into. So that's my number 3. My number 2 is Sagat. Big Sag Nasty. The killer. I love Sagat. Sagat is one of my favourite characters ever in the Street Fighter 4 series. And Street Fighter 2 series, in Capcom vs SNK series. Like I just love Sagat. Like he just looks like a big badass who wants to kick some ass. His tiger shots as well in this game would be really good. Fireball characters are needed in the game, you know, because they're putting a lot of emphasis on attacking characters where there's not really a defensive character. Everyone looks like they have to be offensive to win in this game. So even the new character Rashid looks really offensive. Like he looks a bit like the Alfiote of this game, where he's just non-stop movement, and Rolento, where he's just always on the go. He doesn't need to block because he's doing all these mix-ups. But I think a character that promotes defense or defense, depending on if you're from America or England. I think a character that promotes defense, which I think it's needed. You know, I think that people need to know that there is a value in blocking in this game, and sometimes that staying back with a certain character, throwing tiger shots, getting uppercuts, you know, controlling the screen, controlling the tempo of the fight with your tiger shots, you know, I think that is needed in this game because it is looking crazy. With characters like Necalli, Rashid, you have Ken, who looks like a total different version of Ken, where he just looks like he's totally offensive and he's got like these crazy moves. He's like totally different from Ryu now, like a totally different character, which is good. I like the way they separated them from Ryu, so he's his own entity. But I think we need a defensive character. So I think that Sagat will be a brilliant addition. His moves are cool. His EX Tiger Knee, he's got his EX uppercuts, everything, man. You could redesign him even to have like a command grab or something. You could just totally redesign the character if you wanted, but I think he definitely needs to be in the game. Okay, for my number 1, it's my favourite character from any Street Fighter. It's the character that I think would work so well in this game. I think it's a character that is needed in the game. It's Urien from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. I think the potential with Urien is endless. He can do so many things. He's got the downward elbow that punches you, that knocks you in the air like Abel's. You can do EX headbutt, which carries you in the air. He's got the shoulder tackle. His Aegis Reflector needs to be his super though. That's the big thing. If you put him in the game, it can't be his tackle super. It needs to be Aegis Reflector, because the potential that you've got with that move, even if you make it his V-Trigger, how cool would that be if you made Urien's V-Trigger his Aegis Reflector and it goes off the screen pretty quickly, but it's there, you know, you can use it for mix-ups, you can do it, like, after knockdowns, you can jump to the other side from the knee move from the sky or the headbutt to jump over, and you can do, like, mix-ups. Oh, man, there's endless potential with Urien. The character design as well is pretty good. He's like different colours, like you can have him like in blue, you can have him like in grey, red, like this whole body changes, which I think is pretty sick. And his pokes as well, his pokes are well renowned in that game as well. He had some really good buttons, you know, like his crouching medium kick, for instance, is one of the best buttons in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And I think he's a character, yeah, again, I must be a defensive kind of guy when I play Street Fighter, because he is a defensive promoted character, really. Like, he can sit back, he can throw his fireballs, which you can hold to, or shoot in the sky, or shoot low. And you can play a keep away game with him, you know? But I think that there's a lot of potential with Urien, so that is my top 5. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. The new camera quality as well. I just bought myself a new camera, so I'm really, really happy. And the quality should be fantastic. Tell me what you think. Tell me what the sound sounds like. Tell me what you think I look like. if you want to see my ugly ass in HD, and you want to see my ugly ass in a really good way. So thanks for watching this, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.